So guys, I'm going to be applying a decal, something that was asked quite a few videos ago, but I just haven't really done it yet. So I'm going to show, this is a Blood Angels Lieutenant, and I'm going to put it on his shoulder. First thing you do is you cut out the decal in approximately the shape of the decal, and then you let it soak in water. Some decals, like rounder decals, like ultramarine decals for example, you may need to notch them a little bit to have them sit pretty well, but this stuff actually will help it sit very close. It's pretty good stuff. I bought the set, it's microset and microsol. You apply the microset first, put it in the general area where the decal is going to sit. It smells like vinegar, so I don't know what it exactly is made of. I believe there's an acid and vinegar. And then, well, this is gonna be interesting. So I'm gonna use my brush to kind of place it onto the model. Uh-oh, hold on. Let's see how we're gonna do this. And then I'm going to get a little more water because I obviously need to shift the decal slightly. Get the surface moist again, and then kind of just move the decal over slightly. Oh boy. Seems like that left edge is catching. Okay, there we go. Now it's moving. See if I can move it with maybe an object here. Nope, doesn't want to move. Okay. So the first part is a little bit nerve-wracking, but with a little bit of patience, you can get it where you want to. It's mostly centered. I might work it a little bit more over to the right, and then it kind of just becomes working it back and forth, and it can get a little bit annoying. But eventually, hopefully, you get the decal positioned where you want it. Try to get, I had a little debris on there, so make sure, probably be better if you started with a cleaner brush, but we'll see. So I think that's mostly where I want it. This right side seems a little bit elevated, so I just kind of lifted the wing and then set it down again. And it's mostly centered now. I could probably live with that. Then I'll apply a little bit of microset over it. That's just the directions. It says once the decal's in place microset over it, and then it's just the waiting game. We're going to wait for it to settle a little bit, and then I'll use the final thing, microsol, to help it set. So as soon as this is dry, I'll start the camera again and I'll show you how the microset, or I'm sorry, the microsol affects it. Alright, so I sped up the process a little bit with a hair dryer. Now I'm going to apply the microsol now that it's in place, and just gently work it over the surface. This will cause the decal to wrinkle up a little bit, but then hopefully it'll smooth down real nice. It can sometimes take 2 to 3 layers of this. It's not that hot though, but it seems to work well for GW decals in particular. So it doesn't, I haven't had it affect my painted surfaces so far. So it's really my go-to. I've tried other stuff. I used testers and it worked fine, but this stuff in particular, I really like the way that the microsol causes the decal to set down. So what this is going to do is gently dissolve the decal until it's sitting very smoothly on the surface. After about, like I said, 2 or 3 applications of this, you can cover it with another type of clear or varnish, like you saw me apply the flat coat earlier on, and then it should be almost invisible as to where it's been applied to the surface. You can see it's kind of wrinkling a little bit. I'll do this a couple more times. All right, guys, that's it. Thanks.